How strong is Sabo? He's strong, very strong. But I think we all already knew that. So today I want to break down just how strong Sabo could potentially be at this point in the story by looking at aspects such as his previous feats, his current portrayal, his abilities, and his relevance to the story moving forward and the role he is being set up to play. And we're going to discuss all of this today, so let's get into it. Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy, the Nature Boy, back with another video for you guys, and today's video is going to be about Sabo, and we're going to be discussing just how strong Sabo is currently in the story. So let's start off by talking about Sabo's previous feats that we have seen so far in the story. So he returned back into the story in Dressrosa as a full-grown adult, and in Dressrosa we saw him fight. Probably the most notable thing we saw him do in Dressrosa was fighting Admiral Fujitora to a stalemate, which is very impressive in itself. Even if they were both holding back, you can make the argument Fujitora was holding back more. Personally, I would agree with that 100%. However, he still showed that his capabilities were that to at least hang with an admiral, whereas guys like Luffy, Doflamingo, Law, Zoro cannot do what he did there in Dressrosa, in my opinion. So he already showed us that he's at that elite level upon his reintroduction into the story. Not to mention winning the finals in the Coliseum against the likes of Bartholomew, Rebecca, Jesus Burgess, and Doflamingo's own commander, Diamante. And not only did he win the finals in the Coliseum, but he won it with relative ease, showing us just how strong Sabo really was all the way back in Dressrosa. We also saw him destroy Vice Admiral Bastel with relative ease as well. Super easy, basically practically one-shotted the man in front of all of the Marines. So just from Dressrosa alone, we can see he is clearly above the Vice Admiral level. So if you guys are liking the video so far, why not go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated and helps me go a long way in making these videos. So please subscribe. So now let's talk about his abilities, and let's start off with the most obvious one, the Mira Mira no Mi. And in Dressrosa, we see Sabo eat the Mira Mira no Mi, and immediately upon eating it, his personality becomes more ace-like, where it seems like the flame is in his personality. He's more hot-tempered now, which drastically affects him. Don't get me wrong, it affects him and his style in combat for sure. And we see him use a Fire Fist, a Hiken, right off the bat. So I take this as him already adapting very well to the fruit, probably because it was eaten by someone who was already very much like him in Ace, someone he knew very well. So it seems like Sabo has no problems learning to use the Mira Mira. And with more time that has passed now, I think he's going to be, if not awakened, very close to awakening very, very soon. Another ability we see from Sabo all the way back in Dressrosa is his Dragon Claw, which we know he learned from, obviously, Monkey D. Dragon. And he uses this on Vice Admiral Bastille. And it seems to be a combination of Fishman Karate along with Haki. Arguably advanced armament Haki, but I don't think it's been confirmed to be anything yet. But I take it to be somewhat close, if not advanced, somewhat close. But at the very least, what we do know for sure is that it is a Fishman style technique combined along with armament Haki. And of course, Sabo's traditional pipe, he has been using this pipe ever since he was a kid, and he still has it now as a full-grown adult. So obviously, with how much time has passed by with him using this, we know he is very adept at using this pipe, and it is practically his main weapon in the story. So if he is able to coat that pipe with armament Haki, which I assume he can, maybe one day advanced armament or advanced conquerors, that would be phenomenal. And now we're going to get into my predictions for Sabo's strength moving forward into the story and his abilities. And the first thing I want to talk about with Sabo is advanced conquerors Haki, because personally I am a strong believer that Sabo has advanced conquerors Haki, and he will show it to us very soon in the story. I mean, if you think about it, both his brothers, both Luffy and Ace, have shown us conquerors Haki. And obviously Ace passed away before advanced conquerors Haki was established to us in the story, and we know that Luffy has it now. So Sabo having it would be a consistency with his character, in my opinion, since all three of those characters, Sabo, Luffy, and Ace, all showed us personalities of a king when they all wanted to be a captain and refused to sail under the other one. All three of them. That in itself, that scene where all three of them fought to be the captain and wanted the other two to be under them, is basically foreshadowing to me that all three of these men have King's Haki personalities and are going to unlock it one day, as they have the potential for it. Not to mention, he is also the second in command to Monkey D. Dragon, who is basically a parallel to a Yonko. And we know Luffy's second in command already has advanced conquerors Haki in Zoro. So it wouldn't necessarily be a big thing for another, I guess you could say, first Yonko commander, or parallel to that in Sabo, who in my opinion is meant to be portrayed above Zoro for sure right now in the story. Maybe not in a few years, but for right now, still well above Zoro. For him to have advanced conquerors hockey would not be a reach at all. And like I said, with advanced armament hockey, I believe he already has it and he's had it the whole time. I mean, this is a guy who grew up being trained by Dragon, one of the best in the story, for many, many years. And only right after eating the Miramara no Mi, prior to even being able to train with it, he's already stalemating with Fujitora and Admiral. So I can't even imagine, now that he's had the time to train that and train everything else, how strong he will be. And I think the way he was able to do this before is by having advanced armament hockey, and I think he's had it the entire time. So how would Sabo fare against other first Yonko commanders? I know he's not technically one, but I think it's fair to parallel him amongst these men. And if we look at Zoro, Marco, King, Katakuri, Shiryu, Beckman, personally, I think he beats all of them with the exception of Ben Beckman. I think Ben Beckman is going to be the strongest first commander in the same way Shanks is going to be the strongest Yonko. But if we move Beckman aside, honestly, I see Sabo beating all of the other first commanders. And where would he rank right now in the story? I would say he is a comfortable top 15 in the story. Very comfortably in the top 15. Even potentially being up to top 10 right now. Top 10. But if you start putting him top 5, top 6, top 7, I think that part he has not reached yet. I think 8 is the highest I would put him right now, and 15 is the lowest I would put him. So somewhere between 8 and 15, I think that's how strong Sabo is right now in the story relative to everyone else in the world around him. So comment down below how strong you guys think Sabo is right now in the story. And if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and check out my Zoro versus Sanji video breaking down that one-on-one fight and who would win and at what difficulty. I think you guys would really enjoy that one. So go ahead and check it out. Guys, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please help us out in this road to 1K and click that subscribe button. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.